Well, this is fucking seriously hilarious. We just had a whole hour-long conversation, and I didn't record any of it, so...
It was heat. It was
really
too.
Good. Unfortunately, you guys will never know. That's just out there in the ether for us.
But guess what?
I could probably do a little recap. I think I remember a good chunk of it, just to kind of catch everybody up.
Any of these things pick up good on mics? I said, any of these cameras pick up good on the volume?
Not good, but they will have it.
Oh,
like the audio will be there. But
I mean, the audio.
It's not gonna. Shit. It's not gonna sound good.
It's not gonna be great, but with a little bit of TLC and some audio tuning,
I don't know.
Nah,
it'll probably sound like shit more.
It's unrecoverable. All right, so, I guess we kind of started out with that story that I told about what happened with Brendan's girlfriend's friend wasn't on camera. We weren't even recording that part, but we went from that. There was a little fight that happened when we went out to the bar a couple days ago. You guys are going to miss out on that. And then from there we went into talking about the whole ideology of like the transgender thing and how our algorithms promote to us that it's happening way more often than it actually is, and that's not actually the case.
And that correlates with a lot of things.
Yes.
Not just like trans-specific, but like the whole...
left and right debate, politics, everything. Your algorithms show you things that make you mad, and we kind of... I posed the question of why it is that we think that happens. And, it was kind of along the lines of... somebody's making money off of this somehow. You know what I mean? Like, even
the more clicks you get, I mean,
there's an overall goal, or there's an overall.
It's like farm engagement, what you would call on like Instagram. It's like the same thing with those guys. Like the more people they can get in outrage and want to watch more of this dumb shit that they claim to be more important than what the fuck really matters, right. Then And the same guy owns CNN, owns Fox News.
Yes, I'm glad you said that again. Because earlier, when you did say that, I was going to comment on that. That is such a crazy thing, because those two news channels are so opposite of each other.
Yeah.
And he's just making all the money from it. He's like, CNN hates Fox, Fox hates CNN, and he's just getting all the money from it because he's getting everybody to buy into hearing what it is that they're talking about.
Now, these people are actually fucking retarded, so if you work for Fox News or CNN, you guys are fucking stupid.
There you go. Kyle said it.
Whoa, dude,
like, he's
first. Past that point, dude.
Or you just play fucking stupid
aggro.
people. No, because like they fucking suck.
Yeah.
They're clearly biased on whatever the fuck they talk about.
Yeah.
Like the fucking whole halftime show that they did with Kid Rock, like just sitting there making a big deal about Bad Bunny. Who gives a fuck, dude? Who gives a shit?
I'm sure his shit was actually probably more hype than Kid Rock's.
Shakira did this shit years ago.
It was
like,
good.
Rihanna did this shit. She's not a fucking. She's from Barbados.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck do you got to complain?
At the end of the day, if the number one thing you are worried about is Bad Bunny being at the Super Bowl, you don't have a lot going on, and you got to do something about that, because there should be more pressing things.
Nobody liked Kendrick Lamar last year. I loved him.
Right.
Like,
if you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't.
If you don't, it's a fucking halftime show. Get over it, motherfucker.
Who's actually paying
this
attention
is
to the halftime
30
show
minutes
anyways?
of your life compared to...
Yeah.
That's how I'm watching this shit for fucking football.
Right.
You're here for football. Yeah, what?
That's like my whole overarching ideology on a lot of shit, and I think it's what keeps me out of getting so mad with people about different things. My whole thought process on everything that happens today is everybody just minds their own business, nothing would be a problem anymore. No. With the exception of a couple of things. In general, if everybody just minded their own fucking business, things would be way nicer for everyone.
Yeah. Just my head went to the extreme of like just a girl getting mugged in like an alleyway in New York, and the guy like, I don't mind my own business.
Her problem. But I mean, even then, it's not bad advice, because the fucking robber might kill you.
Might stab you in the neck, and now your kids don't got a daddy.
I'm not saying don't help people, but
no, I get that, because like not recently, but within like a month or two, I was at a gas station with my buddy Zach. He drove us there. Standing in line, and like this guy, he was older, he tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey man, like, you a pretty fit guy or whatever, like, how old are you?" I'm like, "Damn, boy, he's stalking me up, like, shit, he might try to take me home, what's up?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." He's like, yeah, man, so why do you think it's okay to like park in a handicap spot?
Oh.
And I'm like, well, first of all, I didn't drive here. He's like, oh, cool, whatever, man. I was like, nah, my buddy drove, whatever. And first, like, I didn't even think of it. I'm like, maybe he did park in a handicap spot, whatever. But, just what, going along with that, he tries to start like, not altercation, but he's, chirping, whatever. Go outside, and he's not even parked in a handicap spot. This guy thought we were in a completely different car, and he confronted the wrong person about it. Where I'm just like, buddy, if you had just minded your own business, like if I was a fucking asshole or something, and like, no, fuck that shit. You're gonna try and talk shit, like, bro, I'll whoop your ass, like,
yeah. Like you never know what you're gonna get into.
You never know what the fuck that person's going through.
Is it actually that big a deal that somebody took the handicap spot?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, maybe it's a shitty thing to do, but I mean, fuck, it's a couple more steps.
Some people are fucking unhinged.
like that was just my whole thing about that. Like even like when Zach made that comment on that post about them protesting ICD trade is like unemployed and cold or whatever.
People kept coming at him,
and it's like, okay, but like one, that was funny, and two, like, I don't know, man. For me, I got so much more important shit going on in my life than needing to like protest something I disagree with.
Like if this was, hey, let's lower our taxes. Maybe I
have
an
idea.
And
you guys are talking about the wrong shit. Fucking, it's like the same thing with this trans shit. This ICE shit is like as minuscule as you think it is with the fucking trans shit, which they don't think it is. They think it's a big deal, so they think the trans shit's a big deal.
Yeah,
and it's not. There's not people out here just fucking hating on trans people like crazy. Like
spitting
if they do, they're
doing
it from their own
fucking
fucking house. They're not sitting there fucking terrorizing
in
person.
public.
To where,
just like ICE isn't sitting here killing people constantly. There's been like a fucking few incidences, which, albeit like the way they're going about it is like fucking stupid, and obviously that's got to get fixed. But you guys think it's okay to just let an insane amount of people in the country for just no repercussions, and like, no, you got to go back and get your way here legally, just like the people who are doing the process legally are trying to do it.
Protesting should only be kind of reserved for something that's like serious. Like if Trump was like, man, I'm taking over Canada tomorrow, motherfuckers. Like, we're doing this shit. We're gonna invade. You guys better have my back. Where it's like,
maybe let's not do that.
Why are we? Yeah, if it was something like, something so crazy to where it's like, no, this kind of needs a voice, or this needs like.
But then you hear that all the time too, and it's like, I get where they're coming from with this. It's like, well, if nobody ever spoke up about anything, then everybody would just do whatever they wanted. Well, the government's already fucking doing whatever the fuck they want to do anyways.
What are you talking about?
You're not stopping anything.
No, you're not stopping.
This isn't
nothing.
a fucking third world
Y'all don't
country.
really give a fuck about the real fucking shit we got going on in this country. About getting fucked over on our pay, getting fucked over on where our taxes get paid.
Oh yeah.
Towards and how the Pentagon misses
these fuckers'
their audits every year, trillions of dollars, but nobody gives a shit about that. They want to sit here and talk about all these fucking bullshit ass things that aren't really a big threat to American like citizens.
Right. Like, the problem is people virtue signal too much, I think that's all that comes down to. It's like you're trying to look like such a good person, and this has literally zero fucking effect on you.
Because you just go with the movement. You just
social status, or like I'm just trying to get these brownie points.
Give some power to the people instead of like just talking about shit that clearly isn't going to change nothing because it's so diverse. Of like, why don't we talk about something that we all can agree on? Is why the fuck do we pay so much in taxes every year?
For them to just send
where does our money
Israel
go every year?
Ukraine.
Is that not like a thing we can sit there and be like...
This should be a documented, like, hey, this is exactly how we broke down taxes this
$3
year.
trillion of our dollars are gone, and we're not up in arms?
At least at, like, the state
protesting
level or
the Capitol and protesting the Pentagon? Like, where did that money go?
Right. And
like don't ask questions.
That's always the fun one too. It's like everybody's always like, all right, well, we're gonna stop paying taxes now. And it's like, well, if you're gonna stop paying taxes, you have to like... I mean, I guess you could just not file your taxes, but then like they're still taking the money from you, so you'd have to quit your job.
At the end of the day, you would have to work under the table.
Everybody's going to quit their job then, right? And everybody's going to lose their fucking house because the people that already have money. They don't care. Like everybody would just be homeless. There's not the only way really to solve all this. Actually, I don't even fucking know. I don't even want to make that statement. I don't know what way there is to solve this. Like I would say, oh, your voting power matters. Well, it doesn't, because the only fucking people you get put up is what they
want, or the people with the money prop up. Where it's
Exactly.
like you were talking about earlier, where it's like,
I'll pay
no
$100
matter what,
million
if this guy is
campaign.
right, he doesn't have the funding that this person that they want. They're gonna put millions and millions and have Beyonce coming out, fucking supporting this person, and where it's like,
Yeah.
how can you compete with
You,
that?
you can't
the
you
odds
can't
are stacked
compete
against.
with it, and that's like the main thing I think that eventually my point was that I was trying to get to. It's like most of the time the protesting you're doing doesn't fucking matter, and I'm not telling people to not go protest, right? It's a
No,
First
it's
Amendment
your
right.
right,
You do what
yeah.
you want to do, but like focus on solving the problems in your own life first before you start focusing on
Yeah.
other people's.
And if
Like
the-
it has nothing to do with you.
And if the homie Zach wants to post a funny comment about you
Let him
protesting,
fucking
let him
post it.
fuck.
This
'cause
shit
that-
was funny.
That shit was funny. Like we was talking about, like it doesn't matter if it's this side or that side, or if it's something that I believe in. If you're gonna make a funny joke, it's a funny fucking.
And
joke.
even that joke has some kind of fucking, little bit of truth to it. It's
validity.
like either the people there don't have fucking jobs or you just happen to be off on a Tuesday, which, okay, whatever, fine. But, like, don't y'all got money problems? Don't you got shit you need to go to work?
If
Like,
this is your number one priority, yeah. Don't you got
yeah,
something
man.
else you should be?
Like, I get it. If your family member got taken by ICE and they shouldn't have, then yeah, go protest the shit. What the fuck is, I don't know, what's some super generic white name? Kenneth Smith.
Chad.
Nobody you fucking know got deported, motherfucker. Take your ass to work. Nobody gives a fuck. Shut up. Like, damn. Okay. Like, yeah, they shouldn't be doing things the way that they're doing it, but, like, overall, if you're here illegally, to your point, Kyle,
You
ain't supposed to fucking be here.
You gotta go
Like,
because it's not fair to the people who are trying to get here legally. You're not
Yeah.
actually doing process to do this. You guys are ruining it for those people. Like you guys don't understand that that's not okay. You can't just let anybody in without going through a process.
and that also
not how
doesn't
shit
mean that
works.
ICE needs to go and fucking be beating people up and
no,
just
harassing
randomly
and-
stopping
Hell no,
people
shit's
and all this
fucked
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
No,
like,
there's a certain
none of it
line.
would have happened in the first place had the shit been done properly anyways.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It wouldn't have even had to got to this point if they just did the right thing.
You have an overreach in different parts. So you have an overreach with the Biden administration letting in so fucking many illegal immigrants, and then
Yeah.
you have an overreach from the Trump administration with how they go about trying to subdue and get rid of illegal immigrants.
I heard this one story. This girl was telling me. She's like, "Oh man, I'm so sad today." I was like, "Oh, what's up?" She's like, "Oh, my coworker got deported or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, damn! Like that's crazy." Like she's telling me, "Yeah, he came over. She came over illegal, whatever." And I was like,
I mean, she
can't-
shouldn't have fucking came
She
over.
got caught. It'd be like me getting pissed off for getting caught drunk driving or
Yeah.
something. Where it's like,
Yeah.
God damn it! Like, no, I was drunk driving. Like you're not.
You did it to yourself.
This is like
I made the conscious choice to go out drunk driving where I could have put people at risk and shit.
the whole ICE thing and people protesting to me is like the white people and Mexican people equivalent, or like anybody that's protesting equivalent of like some black guy does some crime and gets arrested and like he didn't do nothing wrong, free him. It's like, well, no, the nigga just robbed somebody or he
put a
killed
gun in
someone.
somebody's
like,
face.
what do you
Somebody's
mean?
kid's
Yeah,
face.
he
like-
fucking did it. Like, it's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe you don't want to see your own people getting locked up, but it's real simple. You don't want to get in
Take
trouble.
accountability.
Yeah, just don't commit the fucking crime. It's real easy. I mean, everybody fucking drinks and drives, and you're risking it at that time. And luckily you got home, you didn't hurt anybody, or you didn't die
Exactly.
yourself, or whatever. But it's like you can't be mad at the police if you get
They
pulled
took
over
my
and they fucking
goddamn
arrest
license. Well,
Yeah.
They're on some bullshit.
you. Yeah, no, nigga, you shouldn't have been driving.
if you blew this certain number, you should not be fit to drive. Like,
Yeah, and like that. I mean, just even further with all these people have been here for 20 years. Okay. They
Doesn't
just
make
now
them
got
any
caught.
less
I've
illegal.
been
20
drink-
years ago, they
I've-
shouldn't have fucking did what they did.
I've been drunk driving for 20 years. I
Yeah,
just
right.
got caught, motherfucker.
Right, fuck it.
I've been good for 20 years, but I just got caught.
I
You go
did.
for 20 years, okay, cool. So you get deported and you do a 3-year fucking stint of trying to get yourself back in the graces of, going through the process of doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how long it takes, but it can't be that fucking long. Like a couple
it's like
years, I'd
7
imagine.
years, yeah,
7
something like
years,
that.
whatever. You should have done that from the get-go.
It just stems to all that, right? And that was another talking point we were talking about, and then that kind of branched on back into the whole simulation theory episode that we were talking about, and about how it's crazy that we're alive here against all the odds and able to do what we're doing right now, and it's hard to theorize and put into perspective how much time has passed and how like insignificant we are within the bounds of the reality, you know, and how easy it would be for us to just be gone in an instant.
The age of the earth, like, we came from literally nothing. We came from like organisms that developed in water that eventually became land, animals that eventually became cavemen, became us, and this and that, and just like how this earth was shaped through all these cataclysmic events. Like, we're just a speck in the fucking, we're a flash in the pan. Like,
It's like they say, dude, time don't stop. No matter what you do, no matter who's here, who you're with, dude. If we get wiped out today, doesn't change anything. It's not like the game reset.
Has no effect on the universe.
The world's going to keep going. There's going to be another micro, what do they call it?
Microorganism?
Yeah, microorganism that develops to people, and they could be having a podcast in 10,000 years.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, you know?
20,000, 30,000
yeah,
years.
a
doesn't
million
really matter,
years,
you know?
fucking whatever.
Well, that was like even what they say about like global warming. Like it goes in like 20,000 year cycles or something like that. Right now, despite all the warming that's happening, we're actually
coming
in a
down.
cooling
Cold,
period.
yep. I've heard.
In comparison to everything else. So it's like the Earth is going to keep going. You know, there's other issues of
people are worried about global warming. The one thing they say is worry about global cooling.
Yeah.
People die.
When
Like,
shit starts getting real cold.
Yeah, that's when it's...
you don't have plants that can survive in
No.
30-degree weather
That's
all
it.
across the United States, all across like the
Nothing.
majority of the world. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Everything will die, yeah.
So
I do wonder about that. Like, what? I wonder how that happens. How we survive through the winter. Like, because
How we
the
would?
the trees give, or they absorb the
Oxygen,
carbon monoxide. They change it
breathe
to
out
oxygen.
oxygen. Yeah.
Well, if they die in the wintertime, or I don't think they die. Like the leaves die.
Those pine needle trees or whatever.
Yeah, I
May-
guess
maybe
those are still
something
going,
like that. Or
That's another interesting one to kind of.
Yeah,
think
when you have
about.
life die on Earth, like as far as plant wise, then you're gonna have less oxygen in the atmosphere.
Less food, less everything.
Global
Literally,
warming periods
yeah.
are periods of like thriving with plant life and obviously oxygen.
Everything else dies. There's no wilderness. All those animals are gonna die, and it's just gonna be a domino effect of like, yeah, there's
You
a
just have to
1,000
hope.
people, a couple animals, and
You just have to hope now at this point and be like, okay, we got enough resources that we came up with on our own that we could make this work, like greenhouses for plants and stuff like that. But
Yeah, but I think the vast majority of people probably
Too many people
would
for
die.
that. Yeah.
Would die off for that. You know?
oh, probably turn to cannibalism, all that shit.
I hope not.
It's probably gruesome time.
I hear people
we're
don't
literally
taste
just
too good.
that away from
Yeah.
doing that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, tomorrow if something
Man.
cataclysmic happens, like
Yeah,
I remember
everyone for themselves.
hearing like older people talk about like the brownouts that we had, and where
Yeah.
it was like a coworker was telling me, he's like, bro, that shit was crazy. People were just ransacking fucking buildings, like running into businesses, stealing shit. He was like, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, like it was pretty hectic. And it's like if that lasted for a month or shit, a couple weeks, people are gonna be breaking into people's houses. People are gonna be stealing shit, fucking shooting. Like it's gonna be crazy.
well,
It's gonna-
that's like one of the primary facets of war and like destabilizing countries that everybody talks about, like massive EMPs. If you just knocked all the power out in the United States for a week,
Oh yeah,
it would
turns
be
this country
chaos,
against itself.
completely chaos.
Everybody is, bro. How many people really carry cash around with them anymore? All right, fucking internet's out, all that shit's out. You can't draw no money. You are fucked.
Yeah.
Whatever dollars and shit in your sofa you got, that's all you got.
Yeah, and the amount of people that like don't know how to survive just like outside, like making a fire, fishing, catching fish, so on and so forth, to be able to feed yourself. It's like it's crazy. That's like a skill that we get away from that people should know how to do, because I mean everything that we have right now is based on technology, and technology is so temperamental and easily shut down. I mean, every time I lose power out here, it takes 4 fucking days for me to get my power back on. Yeah,
I was gonna say
all my food's gone.
That's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they hit an EMP, food's gone. You literally have to just go off the land and fucking shit like that. To where, all right, well, cool, man. That goes out. My fridge is gone. My food's gone. I'll just go to the grocery store. Motherfucker, all their shit's gone too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all their fridge, yeah. So
Better
it's
stock
like,
up on your non-perishables,
yeah,
motherfucker.
you gonna be eating beans and fucking canned, what are they called, the Wiener sausages?
Yeah, the Vienna sausages,
Yeah.
corned beef hash.
Yeah, you
all
gonna be
that.
struggling, boy.
I'd
Yeah.
have somewhat of a plan. If
Yeah?
shit hit
He's
the
got
fan.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
What's
and
your plan?
him.
I've just band together with everybody that like I know.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people who are very acclimated with making that kind of stuff happen, and gather up everybody close that I know.
Yep.
We all join together. We'll go out and make some shit in the woods, whatever, and we'll all kind of just coagulate on not coagulate. That's not the right word for it, but we'll all just like figure out who's going to take part of what and what we're going to do and how can we improve and just stay alive. Like what food sources are we going to be using, all that. Like you got enough people where you can make something happen, where you can create like a small village.
Yeah, we got a good group for that. You know, we got fucking people we can cook. We got guns, fish.
That's a
hunters,
good
all that
topic.
stuff.
That's key.
How long are we making it out in the wilderness? If we're like outdoors boys, fucking
Probably till we die. Honestly.
If we take everybody that we know, like collectively, and like close people, you know, obviously
even if we didn't have guns.
yeah,
saying
It'd
we
be
making
okay.
it. We got this. Shit.
Yeah,
We're making
100%.
I think so. I don't
Like
see
you'd
that
run
it's-
out of gun material eventually, but we got so much stuff that we could make bows. We could make.
Spears and fucking dude.
Yeah.
We'll be all like Wilson.
It's not like all the fishing poles we got are gonna fucking.
Yeah.
like
Oh
that.
my God, we'd have food
we'd make
forever.
so many repairs to them things.
Easily. I don't think it'd be a problem. Bring it on. Let's see. You know.
I'm gonna be the first stab. Y'all are gonna come be like, Don, what are you doing, man? Ian, what the fuck you eating? We ain't even got any food. I'm just chomping on my own leg. Fucking.
I'm hungry, nigga. We're catching fish right now. What are you doing? Stop.
Fish.
I don't like fish. Oh yeah, we'd have to keep all the picky eaters out.
Hey man, dude, I'll eat fish if I got to, man. I'll eat,
we gotta
If
do
you'll
it.
eat fish, if you got to, you can eat fish now.
No,
Start eating fish.
I tried. I just had sushi the other day.
Realistically, all we had to do is start getting cattle, start getting that shit going.
I mean, shit. If worse comes to worse, too, you know, if times get too hard, we can eat Brendan.
Hey,
That's a lot of food.
man, it can't be harder than running your own TCG card shop on Steam.
That fucking game. Get to just scalp people.
I think we could make it pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. Like we wouldn't be fucking, living in luxury, but I feel like we would be.
You got
good.
enough manpower and enough minds to be able to create reasonable housing.
Well, I'm just saying we're not gonna be in a log cabin with fucking.
We might. I don't know. I got a lot of tools here. I have enough tools here to build a garage or a house if I needed to. So, I mean, you obviously had to go get nails and lumber and shit, but I got a chainsaw. We fucking form the trees up. We fucking.
I just picture like this beautiful like structure. We're like, all right, man, let's go in, and it just knocks over like. Oh damn! We forgot the frame of the house.
Forgot the nails.
Who didn't put the nails in?
Yes.
God damn it!
Something stupid where it's just like, oh shit, dude, we forgot this.
Oh man! And another thing we touched on, which I think is extremely interesting, it still baffles me that 30 to 50% of people don't have internal dialogue, and I think that explains so much of this fucking stupid fucking shit that goes on today. You can't even talk yourself out of doing some shit. You just do it. Like,
If you can't
what is that
think for
like?
yourself, fucking
Yeah.
like
If you can have a thought to change how you think about something, then
yeah,
I don't know.
like
yeah, I see why these people get
Yeah.
talked into stupid shit.
you're
where it's
fucked.
like the Manson family are like, dude, just break in his house, kill his family, and like it's cool. It's like,
yeah.
all right, fuck
Had to
it.
have been some
Yeah.
motherfuckers in there that.
Had to be. I mean, I do wonder that. I
Like
mean,
the
so
initial like MK Ultra like talks about how
Mhm.
Manson was involved in it, but like the other people, like
Mhm.
unless he was implementing the same sort of
hypnotism, stuff like that. Yeah, so like Chase Hughes touches on that a lot. He thinks, and I don't know how much of this is because he's like a well-known like hypnotist mentalist kind of guy. He's like, I could convince somebody if I got to sit down with them for 45 minutes to commit murder if they wouldn't do it. And I'm like, you couldn't convince
That's
me to
scary.
murder somebody in
Fuck
45
no.
minutes. You
No.
definitely couldn't. But there's different things that little tricks that he has and different ways that people operate. Like certain people live for praise, they live for pity, they
It's
live
hitting
for
those certain.
it's getting those different things. He said it'd be quite difficult to get somebody to murder someone, but if you're like a really suggestible person, he could easily create
a scenario where you could rationalize it
yeah,
and be
like multiple personality disorder inside of
Nice.
somebody.
like
anything
get you
like
into
that.
like a different mind.
Yeah. So he's
Ah.
like, oh, do you have like an alter ego of you that like, you know, you want to get in shape, but like you keep having this voice. It's like, oh, we got to eat this and you eat that. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, well, if you had to put a name to it, what would you call this person? They're like, oh, I don't know, Chuck. They're like, all right, well, yeah, Hulk. They're like, all right, well, let's talk with Chuck. Let's see why Chuck wants so much food. And by the end of this like whole thing, if you're like one of those kind of people, you could be convinced that you have multiple personality
That's
disorder.
actually kind of crazy.
It's fucking
that
insane.
Some people are so like
Susceptible.
susceptible to stuff like that, where it's like, damn, you think like, depending on their skill level, you think like, oh, dude, that could never happen, but
Yeah.
you never know.
It
man.
very much could.
It's like, I
And-
remember when I got like laughing gas, I'm like, or like, you know, that knockout gas, I'm like, I could never, bro, come on, this is gonna be a walk in the park. I ain't going to. And
knocked out.
I remember just waking up and going to my mom's car like, fuck, man, that shit was crazy.
That never got.
The other thing that's been happening, I don't know if you guys have looked too much into all the Iran shit, but this is one of those topics that I'm extremely worried about putting out for the most part. But Alan, you know, he kind of was talking to me about it a little bit, and that's how voices get heard. They say shit that nobody else is saying. So I'm wondering if this will happen. But like, the fact that Israel was so easily able to pull us into a war that they're starting with themselves with another country, and because we're so backed by them and have their back with everything, I wonder why, what we're getting from them that's so important that they're able to just capture our politicians and capture our politics. So, all right, Kyle. So you're saying kind of like you're thinking it's Epstein was like a Mossad agent.
Yeah, I mean, if we had to like pick something that they would have control over us, it would be something like compromising majority of your politicians and higher ups in your country with doing some heinous shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, apparently he had connections to a lot of higher ups and politicians and people like that of this country. And who knows, maybe that's why he fucking got supposedly smoked the first day he was in, or the third day he was in prison.
Yeah, that whole scenario was just
Yeah, like a high profile
what?
guy, you guys aren't going to monitor him, like your camera's cut out just at the right time. Like, how much bullshit can you lie about before like people seriously sit there and think like, well, no, they said this, right? No, it's a fucking lie. It's a blatant fucking lie.
Camera's cut.
Yeah,
He's put in a
if you want to
cell
be
with-
retarded enough to fucking believe in stupid shit like what the fuck they say, like Kash Patel going on Rogan and talking
There's
about...
no files.
No, you don't think I'd say something if I seen something? No,
You
I don't
don't
think
think
so, you fucking cross-eyed cricket. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That sounded racist. No. I know it wasn't, but
That's
You
a place I go
cross-eyed
to in
cricket.
Tennessee. It's called the cross-eyed cricket.
Cross-eyed
it
cricket.
just
It's a really
sounds
nice-
so
but
funny.
He
But I
is a
get-
cross-eyed
yeah.
cricket.
Where it's just like, dude, it's undeniable.
Like,
You
you're
can't tell me
clearly
that there
lying.
wasn't any files and
You're
there's not.
fucking
So
lying.
it's like, oh, I would have told. No, dude. Now you
lying.
just proved that you are lying about
And then-
something
And you're
for a
compromised
reason.
by who,
For-
I
yeah.
wonder?
Right,
Whether it's
exactly.
money, they got.
Who could it be?
Who's the U.S. backing heavily for some fucking weird, odd reason?
Yeah, I don't know.
Israel.
All I'm going to say is that, you know, whatever influence is on the politicians, it is real. You know, it is happening. It's really happening. You guys can tie that together if you need to.
Yeah,
But
I have no patience for any of that bullshit anymore. I'm just so sick and tired of seeing these people come out and blatantly lie to our faces and say that, well, actually, there's nothing we seated there. But yet we released all these files and that there's clearly foul play and a lot of this shit. So what the fuck are you talking about? Right. This guy got arrested for human trafficking, and so did the chick, who also got charged for it, but they trafficked to nobody. That just trafficked.
right. Who did it
You
go
have no
to?
fucking... You tell me there's all these fucking victims who got paid off,
Right.
and all this and that, and there's nobody in this country that
It's like,
indulged in any of it?
it's like,
You're
we're dumb. We
lying.
ain't that
You're
dumb,
lying.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people are, though. There's a lot of... I won't say there's a lot. I don't
Yeah,
know this
that is
concretely.
true.
But I'm sure there's tons of people
Like
out there
we
that
were
are like,
talking
oh,
about
well, you
with
never know. Like,
No common sense.
exactly. There's probably people that buy into the shit that like, oh, maybe they said there's nothing, so there isn't anything.
That's
Do
why
you
would they
not
lie?
understand that people fucking lie? Like, it's so obvious. People lie to you every fucking day.
Every
Like
Eddie Guerrero
shit.
said
When
it
you
best.
ask your husband, "Do I look good in this?" He lying.
you don't look good. Go
And
to
if
the
you-
gym.
if your husband asking if you can see a 6-pack, and you say yes, you lying.
You know he ain't got no 6-pack.
You know he ain't got no 6-pack. The 6-pack in the fridge.
Yeah, I would think it has something to do with that, or even if they just have dirt on our politicians, regardless of.
Yeah, that's my best guess. Because I looked it up earlier, and it's like, oh, well, they exchange intelligence with us, and they're like a key democratic society out in the Middle East, which we don't have, so on and so forth. It's like, okay, what the fuck? How does that correspond
Justify,
to you doing all this crazy shit and fucking over American people, controlling the media, controlling the narratives that we buy into? What they said and I will say this just to preface this: I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't dislike Jewish people. I can
No, I don't like Israel.
Yeah, I can draw not liking another race's or another country's government though, and what they're doing to us for sure.
Both can be true at the same time. Where it's
Exactly.
like you ain't racist, but you don't support, or
Exactly.
you don't.
And it's like, I mean, just everything that we deal with today, the transgender stuff, all this stuff is a narrative pushed by Israelis. I mean, what they created the first transgender, I forget what it was. There's some fact I can look up. I'll maybe throw up a clip of it or a little post of it over the video. But like, they created like the first transgender place or clinic or person in Germany at the time, right? So it's like, they've been doing this shit for forever. This is where the idea fucking came from.
No, but Israel pushes that propaganda, and they do it to America too. And the fact that they're allowed to get away with pushing a lot of propaganda, and that we bow down to them as a country, is just mind blowing. Like, you're out your fucking mind if you don't think we're compromised by these people, and if you do think different, then I guess you just don't have a second voice in your head that tells you how to fucking
You don't have
actually
that
think.
internal
You don't
monologue.
have thoughts. You literally are just a mindless shell who listens to whatever the fuck
But,
dog shit ass news source tells you what you should listen to. So
Right.
maybe get over yourself and try exploring other options like having a thought.
Hey, Kyle's spitting right now. Y'all need to take notes. That's all I'm saying.
Just shit just pisses you off sometimes,
Yeah.
bro. It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But like on the flip side though, still it's like a lot of people would hear this and they're like, yeah, I feel the same way, but I really don't like those people. I don't deal with them. It's like, no, still deal with them. People are people. You know, people can change. You can convince people of stuff. But it's like, it's hard for me especially, right? I deal with this all the time in my life. I have a really hard time dealing with stupidity, right? I'm sure there's some stupid shit that I've said in the midst of recording this podcast or whatever the case may be.
Everybody's
Everybody's
liable to be
wrong
stupid.
about something. You can't be right about everything all the time. But like, I don't let other people think for me like that. I can tell you that for sure. You got to be stupid to let that happen. And I don't mean like, oh, ignorant, like you just didn't know. You're fucking stupid.
You
like,
have to
you
rationally be able to understand and think and compromise on an idea before you can just sit there and just be like, oh, that's what it is? Okay, that's what it is.
Right.
Like, no, I have to sit there and think about that and wonder what the pros and cons of thinking like that would be and finding out what the reason in the middle of what that is to be before you just make a decision. You don't just latch on to the nearest fucking beehive dipshit minded fuck on or Fox News or CNN and be like, that's right, you see guys. No,
Right.
fucking have a thought.
Yeah. And at least, I mean, even if you do utilize those news stations, take it and look into it further.
Yeah.
And I mean, are you really going to just assume that these journalists who are also just people, especially people with a narrative, are giving you the full story?
And getting
No.
paid.
No, because
like,
journalism isn't the same as it used to be.
That's fine. So we'll cut that,
tee it
and
up on
then
here.
I'll do a little thing on the end.
snip.
All right, sorry guys, we had a little interference from Israel, and they had shut
Yeah,
off
they
our
tried to
other
shut us
camera.
down.
So
This is on a GoPro, so if the footage looks a little shitty, then whatever. But I mean, most people probably don't actually watch video on podcasts. I watch podcasts all day, and I never watch the video.
no, I just
so,
listen. Yep.
yeah, much less important. But just kind of in closing, I think overall, like this episode was much more about us just kind of getting out whatever we needed to get out. Talk about some shit, get it off your chest. Maybe I'll title it that. Get it off your chest.
Tell you
or
what, we
something
sounded
like
less angry in the first
Yeah.
1 hour.
Oh,
of this.
yeah.
that. We've been drinking a little bit. We've had time to let our dialogue marinate with us a little bit, and you know the truth will come out eventually. That's why they always say whenever you whenever you get somebody on something to talk for 2 hours, you can't hide yourself for forever. You know, it'll come out eventually. But I mean, you know, I will say, I'm not like a hateful person by any means. I don't truly actually hate anybody, but what I do hate is stupidity. I hate stupidity. It boils my blood, and I can recognize that people aren't as smart as other people. I can recognize that people don't have IQs the same as others. I get all that. That's fine and good. I don't have to care, though. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're dumb to me or stupid, then you're dumb and stupid. I say shit that's dumb and stupid sometimes. Most of the time I don't. Sometimes I might be wrong in reciting different things that I heard, but if somebody points it out to me and they show me I was wrong about something, I'm not going to argue with them. I wasn't wrong. Well, it clearly shows me right there I was wrong. So I'm wrong.
Look at that. I was able to move on as a person and learn from.
Exactly.
And not just like be mad because somebody called me out on some shit.
Yeah.
And be like, you're just attacking me. No.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I think today America suffers from an epidemic of everybody's in their feelings about everything, and everybody feels like their feelings should not be attacked, and they feel like that you can feel what you want to feel, and you can. I mean, by all means, you definitely can feel whatever you want, and you can believe whatever you want. That's the beauty of living in this country, and that's the beauty of being a human being. But
use your fucking mind. Use your fucking brain.
Exactly.
Use your fucking intelligence that you have, and don't move off your emotion. Yeah. Like, you don't have to always move off your emotion. You have to understand your emotion and know how that influences your thoughts. But you can't just move solely based off your emotions, because that's not going to fix anything.
No, and it's not how life works. Like, life doesn't care about your feelings. Life doesn't care about your emotions. You might think that it does because you're...
Find your balance.
Yeah, your party that you aligned yourself with might verify your worldview for you. Doesn't mean that they're right. Somebody else is arguing an opposite point to you. You have to look at different things that people say. You have to look at different things that's happening around you and think critically about it. You know, you may not come to the conclusion, you may not come to the right answer, but at least you tried. Anybody can respect that you tried to see something differently, that you put your time in, that you put your effort in, your research, all of that different stuff. If you still don't come to it after what you see, nobody can fault you for that. You know what I mean? You can still have discourse about it, you can still debate about it, that's fine. But if you're just a fucking blind sheep that's just believing whatever somebody tells you and then you don't do anything else after that, you're the problem. You're the problem with everything that's going on today.
You can let your emotions guide you. You can't let them think for you.
There you go. Your brain is not an emotional piece of organism within inside your body. It is made for you to think with. It is made for you to elaborate on. Your heart is where your feelings come from. And your heart should not be what guides you through life, because that's not what it was made to do. It really, point and blank, simply, right? So... kind of about everything this podcast stands for. Open your mind to different things. Educate yourself. Research. Learn. Do not be stuck on one sole belief and one sole purpose in life. That doesn't mean change who you are inherently. If you believe what you believe, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, support
Expand
yourself.
Your understanding.
But just seek understanding, seek knowledge, be curious. Do not just take everything at face value, because most stuff you encounter in life is a fucking psyop. And for anybody that wants to learn more about psyops, I'm going to keep plugging people that'll probably never ever be on this podcast, but Chase Hughes is a really good person to listen to about psyops and being able to point them out and understand if you're in one or if you're falling into one, and all the different ones in the world. So look that up, do your research. Stop being a sheep. Unless you want to be a sheep. Some people are into that kind of shit, you know. Bad. You know.
You
gotta be a wolf. Lone wolf out here, you know what I mean? So, all right, guys. Well, that was, I still don't know what I'm going to title this podcast series, but we're probably going to do something like this every 4 or 5 episodes. Just kind of get together, talk shit, drink a little bit.
Bullshitting with the boys.
Yeah, have fun. It's a good break for me. You know, because to put these episodes out every fucking week, I gotta just spend all my time reading and learning about different shit, and it's fun. I'm learning a lot.
It's great. But you need a time to just relax and just get some dialogue out there without having to fully invest it in a specific thing.
Exactly.
You gotta let yourself free roam.
Right. So you guys have seen Kyle on here a couple times now. This is Dom, another good buddy of ours, and
first time podcaster. Long time listener.
That's right. There you go. Boom. Long 3-week listener. But yeah, no, guys, it's a fun one, right? I don't know. You just gotta pull your head out of your ass sometimes, and don't take this as me talking from a place of higher purpose above anybody, because I'm an idiot when it comes to a lot of shit.
This
I don't
is
know
something
everything.
we would take advice to ourselves. Pull our head out our ass and actually think for fucking once. Because it happens to everybody, but for God forbid you're one of those people who are 100% of the time with your head in your ass.
Yeah. Happens to everybody, but happens much less to us three. I can tell you that. No, I'm kidding. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us for that one. It was a good time. You see some different camera angles. We had some technical issues. I got to get a new camera, but appreciate you listening.
Thanks
Hope you
for the
enjoyed
That's
it.
for the next ep.
See ya.